Hi everyone, Diana Alexander Consulting LLC here with you again today. I have been on vacation. I was in Braga, Portugal, and also in Porto for a good 5 days or 6 days. Then I came here to Madrid, Spain, and next I'm going to Barcelona. But as I've been traveling, I always think about leadership and different thoughts we have about leaders that aren't always really right on. And the thought I had is leaders, are they always brave or do they sometimes just do it afraid? I think you guys know the answer to that question. Leaders are not always brave. Now, maybe there are some out there who feel like they're always brave, they never feel afraid, but I don't believe that. I believe that leaders sometimes have fear. And the leadership principles that I talk about and all the ones you learn about should permeate our entire lives. They're not just for you being a boss of a group of people and calling yourself a leader. It's about your principles and your character that you carry with you throughout life. And as I've been traveling, part of my trip, I've been able to meet people that I know and hang out. Part of my trip, I'm going it alone. And this is not the first time I've done that. I did 3 weeks in Europe alone. And I had some fear. I'd never done anything like that before. And here I am now retired. I'm a widow because my husband died over 2.5 years ago. And I had to decide all of the leadership principles that I put into practice, am I going to apply them to my everyday life? Meaning, there have been so many times as a leader when I was called upon to do something and I did not know how to do it. I had not had experience at it, and I was afraid of failing, afraid of not being accepted, afraid of not being followed as a leader. But when I did it anyway, and I stepped up to the challenge and learned what I needed to learn, to know what I needed to know, listened to the right people, surrounded myself with the right people, then whatever I was called to do ended up being successful. And I've learned to apply that to my life. God knows I had some fear about traveling alone, and I still do. It pops up unexpectedly. But the fact that I've gone anyway, that I faced my fears and I decided to do it afraid, is an application of a leadership principle. Sure, it doesn't mean I don't feel occasionally alone or lonely, but for the most part, I don't feel that at all. I just feel like I'm taking advantage of an opportunity to see other parts of the world, whether people are ready to travel with me or not, whether I have an opportunity to be with some of my sisters and brothers, which I do at times, or not, to take advantage of it and to learn from other cultures and to see things that broaden my horizons. And those are things that leaders do. We do it afraid. Now, that doesn't mean you have to travel alone. Doesn't mean you have to brave the world by yourself. This is just something I'm doing because as a leader, I'm trying to overcome every fear in my life that I've experienced, especially now that I'm alone. And I am overcoming them by the grace of God. So I just wanted to talk with you about that today here in Madrid, Spain, which is a beautiful city and a beautiful country with beautiful people. Sometimes as a leader, you're going to feel afraid. That does not mean you're not a leader, a great leader. It means you're a human being. So go ahead, figure out what you need to know. And if you really feel called to do what it is you're being called to do, then do it afraid. And know that there are going to be times when you're brave and you charge forward, and times when you're afraid and you charge forward. This is Diana Alexander Consulting LLC, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.